Is life beating the snot out of you? Are you starting to question everything? Have you backed yourself into a corner that feels like you can't get out of? Are you starting to feel like life is unfair? Remember, God will never put you in a position you cannot get out of and you cannot handle. All praise is due to the Most High. Look, I don't think God will ever put you in a position that you cannot handle and a situation that isn't going to come of some benefit to yourself. I have been at the end. I've been on the brink. I have been in a position where I just wanted to give up. Those times when it felt like it was the worst times in my life. And now, looking back, I learned a valuable lesson. I got something out of it, whether it was to do more of this, stop doing that, whether to have faith in the Most High, whether it was a case of that wasn't right for me, change my course or my direction, maybe my plan, my vision, my dream wasn't right for me and it wasn't meant to be. Every situation, God inserted a lesson or a plan, and it's usually a nudge to get you off the wrong path back on to the right path. I rue the days I did not worship him. That is time I cannot get back. But it reminds me of the footprints in the sand. When I was a non-believer of sorts, it was then he carried me. I have been in situations and positions that only by the grace of God would I get out of it. And it's sad, but I must be honest, and most of us should be honest about it, is that we only draw for God, our Father, when we have nowhere else to turn. I became fed up of living my life like that. The amount of scrapes and situations that he has pulled me out of by a miracle. By how? How did he do that? There was no way, the possibility and the chances of me getting away with this or getting out of this situation was like 0.00001. There's things I can't say on YouTube anyway. I just know that the grace the Lord has given me will always make me a believer. And the things he has put me through ultimately brought me back into his arms. God puts you in these positions because he is testing you. He wants to see how serious you are. And he also wants to test your faith also. He wants to test your faith in him, your plan, and yourself. You ever notice when you make a decision to do something, you instantly have an obstacle in front of you. You instantly, something happens to test you to see if you're going to persevere, if you're going to get over that hurdle, to continue to push forward. I made a declaration that I will worship the Lord every single day, not only in my times of need. I must be grateful and I must thank him for what I have and be grateful when he blesses me with more. And from that day, when I became grateful and appreciative of what he does for me and what I have, my life has improved exponentially. And it's tough because, it's tough because there may be some of you thinking, God, where was he for me when my wife left me? Where was he when I lost my job? But think about it, if you change your perspective and how you think of what a father does, a father will teach you, and he will teach you with tough love. And when he sends you signs and you don't take heed, he will give you a harder, deeper lesson. Maybe your wife left you because you were a bad husband. Maybe. Or maybe she was not the right wife. Maybe he knew that he needed to get her out of your life so you can continue on your journey and touch that pot of gold he's put aside for you from the day you were born. Did you get fired from your job because you were a bad employee? Or He wanted you to have no choice and have your back against the gate and have faith in him and faith in yourself so you can finally start that business you've been planning on. Do you know what I mean? There's some situations where it may be hard for you to hear what I'm saying because maybe you've lost a child, maybe you've lost a friend, maybe you've lost a parent, disabled in some way, you're in a car crash and you've lost a leg or something. I can't speak on those situations. It's tough because I'm not in those situations. But there is a reason. There's divine law, there's universal law, there's a reason, there's a teaching in it all. God and the devil is almost a good cop, bad cop situation. You know, sometimes when you're getting a lesson and something goes wrong, it's hard for you to decipher or determine if it's from God or it's from the devil. This is something I haven't formulated and organized in my mind as yet, but I'm thinking about it. And does God let the devil work and he sits back and watches what your reaction is, knowing he will come and save the day ultimately, but he wants to see how you react? Almost like if you're getting bullied and you come home to your father and you say, Dad, these kids are bullying me. What does your dad tell you? Go out there and fight the bully. Do you know what I mean? I believe he uses the devil to help him, to also bring you back to him, to his way of thinking and his love and having faith in him. As I started to grow and I was given grace and let off the hook so that other door can be opened for me and those other blessings that were for me come to me, I had to realize that finding solace in God and believing in the Most High helped me to be grounded, helped me with my loneliness, helped me with being negative and changing my perspective. You are never alone. Us men are suffering from loneliness, but you are not alone. If you have you and you have the Father, you are golden. You are not alone. Believe in yourself, believe in the Most High, and everything else will fall into place. When you live like that, he will bring people into your life that will be a blessing. God is your partner. You're in the business of you. He is the biggest investor in the business of you. Work with him. There is an infinite ocean of energy, power, positivity, clarity in those waters. Harness those waves and use it for yourself to push forward and be a better man. It's undeniable that there is a force, a creator, a one, the be all and end all, the alpha and omega. It's undeniable, whether it is Jehovah, wherever it is Allah, whatever God you believe in, there is an entity that governs all. And it's not a man in the sky on a cloud with a beard. It could be energy, it could be molecules, nature, universal law. It's not a person, it's a feeling, it's an energy, it's a vibration. You must believe in it. There is something greater than yourself, and the thing that is greater than yourself is not another man. Man may have great energy within him. Man may have great connection with the Most High, but there is the one. There is the creator. There is the leader. There is the one at the top of the pyramid. God will continue to test you like he's been testing me. I have been breaking through those walls. I've been opening those doors, and what's on the other side of those doors and what is on the other side of the curtain is freedom. But when you get into that realm of freedom, there's another door, and you continue to elevate and you continue to push and you continue to go forward. You will continually be tested, and your determination, your faith, your drive, Your character, your integrity will constantly be tested. Life is a series of tests which you have to pass, some from God, some from the devil. But it is within you. Stay strong. If you're going through something right now, it is not the end of the world. Sit back. You know, when you're in it, you can't see it. Step back, take a wider lens and see. Maybe it's what you've done over here that has forced you and pushed you into the situation you are now. Blaming it on God usually is, I didn't take heed of those signs. I knew he was going to do that. I knew she was going to do that. I knew I was going to do that. I knew that was going to happen. But I continued down that road with ignorance and being blind and just hoping I could use my father as a get out of jail free card to get me out of that trouble that I caused myself. And then when he doesn't, I'm going to blame him. Any situation you are in now, look at it, dissect it. There's a reason. Work it out. You can do it. Until next time, all praise is due to the Most High. Peace.